Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is Glitch in the Matrix. I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these posts a while back, and the world has totally transformed since then. If I encounter anything that seems out of date, I will interrupt myself and give you the most recent information. If necessary, at the end, I will also summarize the topic based on what's going on in the world today. And I have some special offers for you, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. Glitch in the Matrix. My visit with my mother has been an adventure in density and effort. More accurately, it's been an experience of limitation and expansion. My mother is 83 years old, has macular degeneration in her left eye, and a bum right knee. And because of her knee, she doesn't get around very well. Because of her eye, she only drives within a 5-mile radius of her house. Her short-term memory has shortened. About 15 minutes into any conversation, she'll repeat a question I had answered already. I came intending to keep up my businesses on my laptop and borrowing the neighbor's wireless. I planned to meet with local clients at my mobile office, aka Starbucks, near the Bethesda metro station, 5.1 miles from my mother's house. I decided car rentals and cab fares were too expensive, so I intended to bus and metro it. I looked up the local transit and found there's limited bus service to Bethesda Metro from her place. My mother refused to let me borrow her car, which is an 87 Chevy Nova held together with duct tape, and said that the Bethesda Metro was too far to drive. So I rescheduled my appointments to a closer but dingier Starbucks. I mentioned in my previous blog post that I hoped she would make some decisions before decisions were made for her. And I thought I could do this energetically by meditating and using the energy of present time to help gently bring around change. My mother's excuse for not moving from the rental that she's been in since 1987 is that she's possessed by her possessions. I thought if I could help her declutter and organize, it would clear her mental blocks as well. Last Saturday, a power outage knocked out our neighbor's wireless. I switched to net zero dial-up. Then Sunday, my laptop's power cord stopped working, so the laptop did as well. For all the meditating and present timing I'd done, suddenly I was technologically knocked back to the 1980s. I called and ordered a new power cord, but it wasn't due to arrive till the day before I leave. The local libraries are all closed on Sundays, and there's no way to look up if there's any local cyber cafes either. My world became as limited as my mother's. She offered to take me to get a new laptop, but not until Monday, as she doesn't like to drive when it's too hot. Her Nova's air conditioning is broken. So I surrendered and started sorting out the clutter in her kitchen dining area. Together we went through 4 boxes filled with a mix of catalogs, junk mail she donates to every cancer, wildlife, and veterans fund, photos, letters, bank statements, newspaper clippings, and paid invoices going back to 2003. We cleared about 1/8 of the space. Monday we went to Sears, which is 4.9 miles from her house, but they didn't have any computers in stock. You have to order online. How can you order a computer online if you don't have a computer? I turned to her and I said, we have to go to Best Buy. Best Buy is 6 miles away. I watched something shift inside my mother as we left Sears. She got lost twice and worried about her Nova running rough. And then we passed by a section of road being worked on, and I swear the big electric sign said glitch in the matrix instead of something like detour or caution. When we got to Best Buy, she suddenly remembered it's 2 blocks from her dentist, whom she visits on a regular basis. On the way home, it occurred to me that not letting me drive is expanding her radius in where she's capable of going. Yesterday, we took her car to her mechanic for a tune-up and discovered it's a block from the Starbucks by the Bethesda Metro. I met with clients there today and enjoyed wireless for an hour or two, and then caught the 32 bus back to Cabin John where she lived. I believe the glitch in the matrix sign is a reminder that this is all an illusion. We are infinite beings playing in the physical, in a realm of density and effort. We create our own limits and our bodies and our lives to reflect them. My mother can and does drive more than 5 miles beyond her house. 5 days more before I return to Seattle. I'm curious to see what contractions and expansions will come up between now and then. I've continued to experience limits and expansions of my own. For the most time, I've been using net zero dial-up, 10 free hours a month. Today, I realized that I've been paying for MSN dial-up for years and never using it. So I spent most of the afternoon trying to download this onto the new laptop without success. It's a marvelous reminder that this is an adventure in density and effort land. Where in your life have you been operating with self-imposed limitations? What is the 5-mile parameter in your life? How would things transform if you expanded beyond your imaginary boundaries? I invite you to notice what they are and allow yourself to outgrow them. And leave a comment below because I love to read your comments. So I shared in yesterday's video that this was written in 2009, and by 2011 I came out of denial that my mother had Alzheimer's. So maybe she shouldn't have been driving during this time. But I thought it was really interesting that I created an energetic change by using present time energy. But first, it had to knock us both back to the past. And it's also hilarious to see me talk about things like dial up because the world has changed so much since then. And one of the things I think that has changed for us that we're all experiencing is an acceleration and an ability for things to change in an instant. And when we can shift our perspective and also upgrade our energy, then we will see these things transform in ways we couldn't possibly have imagined, but also in a less painful and effortful way as well. So if you like these videos, please click the thumbs up to like them, and also click on the bell icon to subscribe, and that way you get notified of all my new videos. And also this way it tells the YouTube algorithm to share this far and wide and get this information to someone who really needs it. And if you want a free sample of one of my consciousness techniques, click on the link below to the skybox technique. It'll give you an expanded perspective of your life and help you get insights on ways to make changes. And if you want to know how to do this for yourself, click on the link below to the skybox technique. It is a self-study course where you can learn how to shift frequencies within yourself that create miracles and money in your outside world. So click on the link below to get that. And if you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. I do individual sessions, taking a look at the essence of who you are and what's going on in your life today. I can answer any questions that you might have, whether it's about relationship, about jobs, about moving. I can talk to dead people, and I can also help you make energetic changes as well. And I record the session just for you. And if you want to know more, Manifesting Money and Miracles is a great primer and a great preparation for my coaching special right now, where I work with you one-on-one, and I give you specially chosen advanced consciousness techniques for you to transform your life. So go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you tomorrow in another Morning Musings.